This is your business on Facebook. Looks good, right? Now, this is what non-Facebook users see. Not so impressive anymore, is it? It's a silent killer for your business, but it's just the beginning. I've got 6 more bombshells about why Facebook alone is a liability for your business. Let's begin. Before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. Having a Facebook page is still crucial for your business, but relying on it alone, that's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. First up, not everyone is on Facebook. Even though there are 3 billion monthly active users, that's still less than half of the global population. Yeah, let that sink in for a moment. Did it sink in yet? Anyway, let me share a personal anecdote. I've been on Facebook since 2009 when it was all about games and when I knew nothing about the world. Sweet summer child. Fast forward to July 2019, I think, I made a life-changing decision. I quit Facebook. Yeah, it's the best decision ever of my life so far. To be clear, I still use the Messenger app, but it's a totally separate deal because it's all about messaging, minus the brain hacking algorithm that turns you into a scroll zombie. Besides, you can't really discover businesses through the Messenger app. Though, let's be real. I had to bite the bullet and create a new Facebook account for my business. But guess what? I still don't have a Facebook app on my... That's not my phone. I still don't have a Facebook app on my phone. Now, here's what you should definitely take note of. Almost half of the US population aren't Facebook users, which I find surprising because in Canada, 82% of us are Facebook users. In other words, half of your potential customers might never see your carefully crafted Facebook page. Now, this isn't just a statistic, it's a wake-up call. If you're relying solely on Facebook to reach your audience, you're definitely missing out on a massive chunk of the market. And in business, we all know that missed opportunities means missed revenue. Now, let's dive into a real-world example, shall we? Say you're a dog owner and desperately searching for a pet groomer. You stumble upon Canine Design Studio, a charming business in the land down under. In this example, you're Australian. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not so fast. If you're not on Facebook, this is what you'll see. A digital brick wall. That's right. You're met with a login screen demanding you either sign up or log in. Talk about a mood killer. Suppose you're busy, even in a hurry. Are you really going to stop everything to create a Facebook account? Just to see if this pet groomer is worth your time? In fact, you only have 10 seconds to convey what you offer. And let's be real, if your customers are slapped with this login or register dialogue, they'll likely jump back to search results faster than you can say lost business. Technically, you can also click the X button, but what non-Facebook users see is still not good. Now, let's break down what non-Facebook users are missing out on. Featured posts, gone. That promotion you've been running, invisible. The all-important message button, vanished into thin air. Your potential customers can't even reach out easily because of that. Ironically, Meta actually commissioned a study back in 2016 which found that 53% of people are more likely to shop with a business they can directly message. But as we've just talked about, non-Facebook users can't really message businesses through their app. Also, stay tuned because the next point is a bigger offender than this one. But first, let's proceed with the breakdown, yeah? Instead of clear calls to action, like book now or shop, they see prompts to log in or sign up. Talk about a major buzzkill. Major buzzkill? Reviews, the lifeblood of local businesses? MIA. And those beautiful up-to-date photos showcasing your work, well, they're all jumbled up with no rhyme or reason. Usually, the oldest ones are showing up. But anyway, here's the million-dollar question. How many people click away and choose your competitors instead? On to the next one. The mobile version of Facebook is 100% not built for businesses. Here's the thing, 92.3% of people who surf the net are using their phones. I'm sure that's true for both you and I. I mean, you and me. That's too big of a number to ignore. You see, the mobile version is largely focused on getting users to log in. Hence, the conversion optimization for business is almost non-existent. Let me actually show you. Okay, just for context, this is for mobile phones or smartphones with Facebook app and logged in. So this was the example that I provided earlier, K9 Design Studio. Let's go to their website. And you have this dialog or prompt to open this Facebook page, which I think is not a big deal for Facebook users. So let's click open and you'll be redirected to the app. The dominant button, it's now like. And if anything, likes is just a vanity metric. It means nothing in terms of business. What's more important is for your customers to purchase your products or services, right? Even if you did set the action button to be something else, like booking a call with you or something, this is still what will show up. And the worst part of this is if they go back, in this case your customers, let's do that, is what they'll see. They'll go back to what they were doing on Facebook prior to the search. So yeah, they've forgotten all about your business considering the number of distractions on Facebook alone. For this one, the context is that I don't have a Facebook app on my phone and I'm not logged in on the browser either. So let's search that again. Here's the example, K9 Design Studio, and let's go to their website. This is what you'll see. So basically you're slapped with a dialog whether to log in or create an account. And if you dismiss it by clicking the X button, the main call to action now is follow. So the message button is gone. And pressing follow will lead to another login prompt, creating a frustrating loop for your potential customers or clients. Let's go back for a sec. And worse, if you press about and then you click on that, well, you're asked to log in again. How do I go back? I can't even go back. There's no X button now. So yeah, that's just annoying. Instead of switching to my Gmail app or calling app on my phone, this is what you get. How do I go back? It's not going back. I have to do so many clicks again. The X button, about. Then let's see if I can copy this. I don't even have the option to copy. So basically, the mobile experience is annoying. And that's not good for your potential customers now, is it? Remember, in the online world, every additional step in the customer journey increases the likelihood of abandonment. And the convoluted process places unnecessary barriers between you and your customers. FYI, I have nothing against K9 Design Studio. I actually check their work for pet grooming and they're awesome. And if you're from K9 and want a website, call me. By the way, if you have a website and it's not performing well, I have a free web audit service. Basically, I'll review your website and then I'll send you a 10 to 15 minute personalized video on how you can improve it yourself. It won't cost you anything, so I highly recommend it. Go to luxdigital.ca/free-web-audit or click the link in the description. Okay, back to the video. Let's move on to the next. Unable to rank for high volume keywords. With Facebook page, you could show up on Google with branded search, but not for lucrative high volume keywords. Let me hit you with some cold hard numbers. Florist, a whopping 110,000 monthly searches in the US alone. Florist in Texas, still impressive at 9,900. But a specific brand like Enchanted Florist, it's a florist business in Texas by the way, a measly 320. Although to be fair, this is actually a pretty good number for a local branded search. Let's visualize that. In the US, your brand is likely but a fraction of what you could be targeting. Even if you're only doing business in the Lone Star State, that's still a sliver compared to what you could target. And the only way you can actually tap into the 96.9% is to have a website. Kinda. Basically, it's extremely challenging to rank for a keyword like florist near me without a website. I only know this is possible if you don't have any competition in your city. But if someone decides to compete with you and they build a website, well, they can quickly and effortlessly overtake you in search rankings. How, you might ask? Well, websites have full control of SEO, whereas Facebook pages have no control whatsoever, which I'll actually talk about later. Let's pull back the curtain on a harsh reality. Your business goals and Facebook's goals, well, they're like oil and water. They don't mix. Facebook is also a business just like yours, although they're a titan and we're puny humans. Their goal is to keep users glued to their platform, scrolling endlessly through a sea of content. And guess what? Your Facebook business page is just a teeny tiny drop in that ocean. Think about it. When someone lands on your Facebook page, they're bombarded with distractions. Distraction in this context is anything that pulls your customer or client's attention away from taking action into doing business with you. Notifications pinging, cute cat or dog videos, all vying for attention. Let me count the distractions. Facebook logo, search bar, home button, friends button, video, groups, gaming, menu, messenger, notifications, profile, like button, compose a new message button, and assuming that they click on one of them, let's say the Facebook logo because it's the most dominant one. Oh, and would you look at that? They've forgotten all about your business. Compare that to a distraction-free website where every design and layout decision is optimized for taking action. Besides, those distractions aren't just about the design. In the newsfeed, it gets worse. You're basically fighting against millions of businesses. You also need to consider their friends posting on social media, the reels portion, etc. It's like trying to have a decent conversation in a loud nightclub. I'm wetting my pants! Contrast that with businesses that have their website. The competition? Significantly less. Well, kinda. Suddenly, standing out doesn't seem like such an uphill battle now, does it? You know what else? Facebook's engagement rates are abysmal. Yeah, say you post an incredible promotion. It's the best idea of your life. Well, only 1 in 667 followers will see it. The only way around this is to pay for ads, but again, you're competing against other businesses with astronomical marketing budget. I guess you could say Facebook is pay to win. Pro tip, email marketing is the best option for promotional material, but that's a story for another day. Remember, the primary purpose of using Facebook or social media in general is entirely different from a search engine like Google. Facebook is more about socializing and passing the time, whereas your potential customers or clients are over on Google, actively searching for solutions your business offers. Next, let's talk about digital real estate. In today's online world, visibility is currency. You want to be rolling in it. Think of your online presence like fishing. Facebook, that's like casting a single line on a bustling lake. So, you might catch something, but that's leaving a lot to chance. Skills and knowledge also play a factor in fishing, but I digress. Imagine casting a wide net covering not just the lake, but also the rivers and streams connected to it. That would be the biggest catch of your life, although using a net is illegal in sports fishing, so don't do it. Do not do it. The same is also true for your business in the digital ocean, but in this case, it's legal to have a metaphorical net. And that metaphorical net consists of your social media, listings, and most importantly, your website. Or to be more precise, your online presence. Picture this. Your business shows up in Google search, but it's not just your website that appears. It's your website, your Google business profile listing, your social media profiles, and maybe even some reviews or articles mentioning your business. Suddenly, you're not just a result, you're dominating the page. On to the next one. Facebook page alone just doesn't cut it when it comes to credibility. Picture this, you're about to make a purchase with a new business you just discovered. What's the first thing you do? Well, if you're like me, you hop on Google and faster than you can say, is this legit? Now imagine your potential customers doing the same. They search for your business and no website in sight. Hey, that rhymes. Anyway, I let you in on a little secret. Okay, maybe it's not a secret, but anyway, when this happens, I'm out. Gone. Sayonara. And I'm not alone in this digital trust issues either. According to CIRA, 26% of consumers don't trust a business without a website. Now, let's put some real numbers to this. Imagine you're in a city of 100,000 people and they're all your potential customers. Just an example, I understand that if you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. Without a website, 26,000 people won't even give your unique products or services a chance. So ask yourself, can your business afford to lose more than a quarter of its potential customers before they even know what you offer? On to the last one. You don't have complete control over your page. First, branding. Your carefully crafted business image, well, it's reduced to a profile picture and a cover photo on your Facebook. Everything else is Facebook blue. Your unique color scheme and design elements, well, they're benched. But that's just the start. The real issue, uniformity and limitations. Every Facebook page looks the same. Yours, mine, our competitors, everywhere. Standing out becomes a real challenge. Even worse, optimizations for SEO or conversion? Forget about it. Facebook handles the SEO for your page. You don't have a say. This is another reason why it's close to impossible for the lucrative keywords we talked about earlier. Want to highlight the Buy Now button? Facebook decide what goes where, so your most important information might end up buried. Now, here's the scary part. Your entire online presence is at Facebook's mercy. One misstep, one misunderstanding, or one overzealous competitor report, and your page could vanish without a warning. If Facebook is your only online presence, you've just become invisible. Let's be clear. You could spend countless hours perfecting your Facebook page, only to have it unapproved or taken down without explanation. It's a chilling thought for any business owners. In support, well, good luck. It's a maze of automated responses and generic solutions, which could take days, weeks, months maybe, before you could get your concern addressed. And to be fair to Meta or Facebook, this makes perfect sense considering the colossal number of tickets they get per day. I mean, can you imagine handling thousands of support tickets every day? Jeez. Compare this to having your website hacked. Your agency or hosting provider or freelancer can help you recover your website quickly. Need to change your layout? Well, it's your website, you decide. Of course, that depends on your service provider. The bottom line, relying solely on Facebook to get clients or customers is dangerous. You're always one policy change or algorithm update away from disaster. So ask yourself, are you comfortable putting your online presence on Meta's hands? Or is it time to take control of your digital destiny? That's a weird thing to say. Okay, look, as mentioned earlier, I'm not saying Facebook is bad for your business, maybe for personal life. But anyway, it's also a must-have. So if you don't have a Facebook page, you should definitely create one now. I'm also not trying to scare you, but this is a real possibility. To be fair, it's a worst-case scenario, so you don't have to be too alarmed about it. It's just that one of my philosophies is to prepare for the worst and expect the best. You can imagine your website as a physical store. Facebook and other social media may be the billboard ads or word of mouth, but the physical store or website is where they'll actually interact with your business. That's why it's important. So, if you're serious about growing your business and making a splash online, maybe it's time to consider having a website, Besides, it's not a fancy add-on. It's an investment for making sure that your brand looks legit and easy to find. If you're still unsure as to how a website can actually benefit your business, watch this video next. Okay, until next time, good luck.